Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Yeah, ADA hasn't really moved since yesterday. I'm still waiting for that 5-wave move to the upside that I already talked about yesterday that I'd like to see. If I don't even see that, I cannot confirm that wave 4, remember this is likely a wave 4 correction, that wave 4 has bottomed. In fact, it starts to look like a bit like a wedge pattern here, more or less. So I will delete these lines again, but just want to make sure that you see this, okay? So it starts to look more and more like some kind of a wedge pattern. These wedges often break to the upside, but again, that doesn't need to happen immediately. So we have 3 touch points up there. Granted that one isn't really a proper touch point. Good enough for me at this stage, but yeah, we can debate that. But I think there is, I mean, maybe I leave it on the chart, but I make a bit more subtle, really. So let's actually, because it can be quite useful to see these boundaries. Again, I'm not sure if it will really form a proper wedge. I think it needs a little bit more price action in there. But yeah, that's just sort of something I thought about. And overall, I mean, we are still in this overall diagonal pattern, which started likely here in June. We've seen that wave 1, we've seen that wave 2, we've likely seen that wave 3, that wave 4 is likely unfolding, and I'm still watching for a 5th wave. This 5th wave should take us to round about 85 cents to 96 cents. Based on what we can see right now, that might still change depending on the extensions if we form another high. In the primary scenario, the price should turn around before breaking below 34.5 cents. This is the lower boundary line of our support area that's highlighted in yellow. Support is between 50.8 cents down to 34.5, whereas only really the upper, let's say the upper section of that support area has been tested so far. So it's not a very deep wave 4 yet. It's very much stretched out time-wise. That has to do probably with the situation that a wave 2 and a wave 4 often have the same length. Yeah, people often don't believe that, but I say it very often. And again, here as well, I mean, this wave 2, it took round about, 2 months. And the current wave 4, nearly 2 months. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we're there or thereabout. Very, very close. And so I think this wave 4 is nearly finished. However, I haven't got clear evidence it is. So again, I see this primarily as a corrective pullback, which means another move up should follow. And if we look at the structure, I can really only confirm a low in place once I get a 5-wave move up and a 3-wave pullback. I haven't even got 5 waves up, but there is still a lot of space in that support area. So it's absolutely possible that we'll see a little bit more down, you know, maybe it'll find some support here in that area around the 38.2 retracement, which is, by the way, an ideal target for a 4th wave, and also in the area where we have this ascending trend line. Okay, so let's take that off again. And I think the support levels are clear. I mean, we've got 44 cents next, then we've got 40.8, 38.9, 35.6. But I think, you know, it's really irrelevant to understand what's happening here in the short term. So let's zoom in a little bit. And here you can see that, I mean, there are 2 scenarios, of course. There's a bullish pathway I'm following. Do I believe it? Not really, because I need to see the 5 waves first. Then I can take a more short-term bullish stance until I only see, you know, as long as I only see 3 waves up. And I see this only as an ABC structure, by the way. A was probably here. So as long as I only see 3 waves up, I cannot confirm a low in place. So it takes another high. The micro support for this wave 4 in the yellow count, which could give us 5 waves, is 48.7 cents. So a break below that level, and by the way, at the moment it's respecting it. If you notice, it's been holding that support area. Interesting, just dancing on that 61.8 retracement level there. But as long as it's holding that, I mean, we can watch for a 5th wave. The thing is, if we get another break below yesterday's low, or today's low actually, at that 48.6 cent level, or 48.7, well, then I think the white count is clearly in control. I mean, even now, my commentary has been also to channel members and subscribers, that my take is that the correction is still unfolding until I see a first 5-wave move up. That is my signal from an analysis point of view, that I say that the wave 4, this correction that started in December, early in December, that this wave 4 is over. Without that structure, I can't confirm it, right? And one of the most difficult tasks for an analyst, generally, if Elliott wave or not Elliott wave, is to determine and to basically to mark a correction complete, to determine when a correction is complete, because in a 1-2 setup, that's not so difficult when the third wave is starting. But when we're dealing with a long wave 4, which can generate a lot of fake outs, is usually very choppy, I don't want to mark it complete too early. Yeah. So it's just about warning and making people understand and helping to educate that it can take a while until we really can confirm that a correction is complete. But one of the big misunderstandings and misconceptions is among traders, especially retail traders, that you have to wait for confirmation to make a trade. That's not really how it works. That's the analysis side. But do not mix up analysis and trading. They are different disciplines. They are related, but they are different. Whereas the analyst looks for structure and looks for confirmation and structure to be able to help you understand what's going on, what is support and resistance, and so on. The trader might not wait for confirmation, right? That really depends on the personal trading style. And these are always personal because they relate to your psychology and so on. So some people might be pullback traders, some people breakout traders, and so on. So you have to see them as decoupled from each other to a degree. But yeah, bottom line is, any break below today's low will clearly confirm the white count, which is currently still my primary scenario. I'm talking about one more low there because it looks somewhat unfinished. And the rally was only in 3 waves. But we'll see. They can always surprise to the upside. I can only tell you we've reached that yellow support area overall. So while the micro count is a bit messy and rather unclear, the bigger picture still suggests one more high. And it could absolutely start from here. We have 3 waves down. It's just that I don't have that signal yet that the low is in. Whereas it actually reached our support area already. So it's technically allowed to turn around, right? Okay, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.